Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. Manare's Typo, and this is Crusader Kings 3 Tours and Tournaments Part 57. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, 57 is going to be the total number of parts that our amazing ruler, Usurmatra Setepenra of Menkaure, the King of Beauty and Noblesse, High Pharaoh, High King, all of it. This absolute legend, who 104 years ago was born and took over. And he started with 3 counties, and now there's 275. He founded his own reformed version of the cult of Amun-Ra, his own faith. The new culture has happened. He's done everything we've set out for him to do, and the only... I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. One of the last things we have to do here is for Menkaure, at 104 years old, to slay the monster of Naga, which he has a 57% chance of doing, 42% chance he's hurt, like a 0.5% or something like that chance that he dies. Menkaure has never lost in his entire life. 104 years, 6 grand tournaments, probably just as many board games he's competed in, a couple of duels against his rivals. No matter what he's done, he has always won. He's never lost a war, anything. The biggest one being that he showed up to 6 grand tournaments and won every single one of them. Menkaure never loses. And so he's not going to get beat by this monster of Naga. I know you have this, Menkaure. I know you have this. Monster killed! Menkaure never fails. That's exactly what we're talking about. Oh, it's a shame we're gonna lose Menkaure in this episode. Thank God he won that, dude. Yes! He's not beaten by man or beast at any point for any reason. And he's only got about 6 months to live. June or July, he's expected to go out. Oh, Menkaure! And somehow his incapable son is still alive. I do not understand at all. It's absolutely insane how Pi has been able to survive. He's been in poor health for maybe almost 10 years. He's incapable. I hate to say it, but it would probably be for the best that Pi passes away before Menkaure. But we are quickly running out of time for that to be the case. We're finishing up a war over here. This will take almost no time at all to finish. No, we can... Oh my god, one day. Finish that right now. Now control Mara. And we captured the Emir, even. We did not need to do that. How much for the ransom? Whoops. How much for the ransom? Not even a ransom? Oh my god, just end it then. Yeah. Enforce demands. To my liege, peace be with you. You're a much gooder foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I'll comply with your demands. Disband. I demand your conversion, of course. Den. So these are the 2 new ones from 0 days ago. If you convert and give me a weak hook, you're free to go, because you were captured in siege, not your fault. Same for you. Excellent choices, I'd say. Excellent choices. Poor Agape and Penne. What are you doing? Adulterer is right. Look how not well she looks. Had it coming. Sorry about your mom, Ramon. She was a snake. Alright. So that means we're going to end at 277 counties with our first ruler. This is what our first ruler was able to accomplish. Our own culture that we mixed with Greek to be one of the most advanced cultures in the world. Our own reformed faith that's just about perfect, other than that we forgot to do the divorce thing. And 277 counties, the largest entity on the map by far. About to be split 2 ways, admittedly. Because if Pi doesn't die first, half of it's going to Pi, half of it's going to Meritides. But then Pi will pass his half on to Meritides after Pi passes away, so I mean... It'll be a very temporary split in half. Nothing serious. Diaz flew. No choice but to accept your conditions for my release. Where's Diaz flew at? Down here? Okay. Spotted Fever taking some people. We really want these projects. This one's not going to finish in time. But we really want these 2 projects to finish beforehand. Obviously, Peneus needs to die for cheating with my wife. There are still some things we want to take care of. Still negative 100? That's crazy. That's a crazy... Negative 100? Despite being Menkaureism? Yeah, that's wild, actually. You're free to go. I do want to end this episode at the end of Menkaure's life. I know that makes this episode kind of short, but I think Menkaure deserves his own episode, and that however long I need to make a future episode, I'll just do that. You guys know I will. But I don't want to just leave. I want to give Menkaure a send-off, so to speak. God, wow, Dia's flu is spreading. Wow. Look at that thing go. Yeah, water seems to spread things very well. My agents have acquired a discreet powder which leaves no trace when dissolved in drink. The servants responsible for refilling and handling Peneus' cup have been bribed to look the other way, and all that remains is my approval to smuggle the poison into his next refreshing drink. It's unlanded. What servants is he talking about? Because he's Pepe's caravan master? A toast to his health. Ramon, our second perk. He's kind of looking like a stud right here. Look at that. Alright, my son Ramon seemed to enjoy our latest feast immensely. Of all the things, he could not stop talking about the rich clothes and glittering gold he saw there. He wants to be greedy, just like his old man. Diligent and greedy, those are our traits. Damn straight, Ramon. Oh man, Ramon's gonna have to get raised in his final years by somebody else. Oh, that's actually really sad. Damn it. Gregarious and lustful aren't necessarily bad, especially gregarious, but greedy is plenty fun. He won't have income that much, though. Maybe gregarious is better for him. Attraction opinion, personal scheme power, enjoy spending time with other people. We'll let him take after us. We'll let him take after us. Greedy. My boy Ramon. Peneus is dead, killed by a deep draught of spiced wine. My agent slipped the poison into his goblet and watched it dissolve without a trace. Only when his throat swelled shut did he realize something was wrong, but by then it was far too late. Fortunately, my agent slipped out well before the effects of the poison revealed that something was afoot. Cheers, Peneus. Excellent. Glad to see that he could die rightfully. We're running out of time on these inspirations, man. Leon the Foreigner. Go ahead and pay me that. Yep. Just pay me now. We're not going to get this money later. Wow, you have, like, you have actually no income. I'm not even going to take that one from you. Menkaure! No! Dude, this is messed up. Test of strength. Ooh, what? Several cups of spiced wine in this meal, and I would normally by now be quite merry. Unfortunately, the accursed presence of Yawain diagonally opposite me of the table blights my evening. All it takes is the merest hint of a slight from his mouth, and we're leaning across the surface, pointing fingers and shouting at the top of our voices. You lummox, you churl, he bellows. You couldn't best a child in a test of strength. I could pin your arm to the wood right now with nary an effort expended. No shot. You actually think you say that to a 104-year-old because you might think it's true, but there's no way. Oh, whoa, did you see this? I'm gonna get dragged in. I'm not gonna get dragged into this. Prove it, you fool. Ha! Ha! Let's be having you then. 80% chance we beat Nomarch Yawain of Sicily with contemptuous ease. We're 19% that we break his arm in this arm wrestle, and we gain the nickname Strong Arm. That is sick. That is sick. Either way, we're guaranteed to win. Between Hale and Strong, Menkaure was never going to lose this. Yawain, do you know that not even in his prime, when Menkaure was in his 70s, he was casually lifting wagons off the road? Do you know who you're challenging to an arm wrestle? This man is divine blood. He's got the strength of a demigod, actually. Like, this man I know I'm repeating this a lot, but it's one of my favorite parts of this whole playthrough. When he just casually sighed and lifted a wagon off the road. Why did you think you could beat him in an arm wrestle? There's no shot. You beat him with contemptuous ease. It's a shame we couldn't break his arm, but... Bro, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Wait. We got the strong arm. What? You are at all times ready to throw hands, mostly because you know you'll win. Dude, come on. New nickname right at the end. Oh, now it's really a shame we didn't break his arm. Dude, that is awesome. This is you and you are magnificent. Isn't that the truth? Pharaoh Menkaure. Usurmatra Setapenra. Strong arm. King of beauty and noblesse. The works. Undefeated champion of all. Never lost in anything. Inspiration, the Pharaoh's treasure. My devotion is by an example from mighty king to lowly beggar, and with that come the disciples. Today, Eustathius is ushered in and introduced us as representing a small Menkaure sisterhood from Sunmath. Oh, yeah. His metalsmith inspiration. Mahmud. Yeah, hopefully it gets finished before you pass away, but yeah. It's I whom honored, yeah. Some clarity in our old years here. Come on, Inspirations. I need you to move. It's April. I need you to move, Inspirations. Come on. We're running out of time. Menkaure's got 2 to 3 months left to live. I can't believe that's the case, guys. I keep pausing because a part of me doesn't want it to happen. Make sure the votes are still going okay. I mean, not great. 28 to 13 and 48 to 14. That one's much better. We cannot lose the Despotate of Egypt. We can't lose that. Also, Secret Exposed. Lowborns and House Sarah. Okay. Amun-Ra will judge them. Wait. Oh no. Isocrates. The son of Nomarch Timon of Tibet. The Greek names are starting to leak in here. A lowborn and Kenamid. He's not the son of my grandson. He's not my great-grandson. Brought forward evidence that Isocrates is not my great-grandson, but in fact someone else entirely. Lost for words. I believe it. Look at that stat line. That is not a Terriman stat line. Still better than most, but that's not a Terriman stat line. Ah, but he does have divine blood. Then I guess he is true. Just weaker blood is all. Okay, we got one. Okay. Gurma now speaks Egyptian, we love that. My lord, my high almoner Sharius announces his arrival in a surprisingly loud voice. He proudly holds up a package securely wrapped in cloth. I return from Rajasthan with an artifact from my journey. I take the bulky bundle into my hands and loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Inside is an artifact unlike anything I've seen before. Charius smiles proudly. These are earrings like those worn by the gods. Some even claim this particular pair once belonged to divine beings. That's awesome. Makara Kundala. 0.3 piety a month, 1 court grandeur a month, and 5 zealot vassal opinion. That could be good. And Charius gets the adventurer trait. Good for him. Okay, I just saw Metalsmith move. That might finish in time. The armor, the shield is not going to finish in time. What do we have here? Vassal limit and knight effectiveness. That's always going to stay. This one's about to get replaced, I think. This one's super cool, but might get replaced one day. I mean, that is really cool. That's probably staying. Okay, so the prize brooch here. This is the one to go. For the... Here, this one right here. The Makara Kundala. What am I looking at here? I'm assuming in this pile of actual wealth, the earrings are also there. That's really funny that we just have a pile of wealth right here. Be like, hey, impressed yet? You should be. Damn. Look at that renown. 0.15 a month? Wait, wait, no, this is our expected grandeur. Oh, wow, I'm kind of surprised it's only 6 expected. This is 4 levels above expected court grandeur for an extra prestige per month, renown per month. Fellow vassal opinion. Okay, okay. Very good. Very good. Ramses with an intrigue increase. Okay. I've arrived in Pharaoh's Landing to pay homage to you, glorious Usurmatra Sepenra. As a show of my loyalty, I bring you rich gifts worthy of your majesty as a token of my goodwill and servitude. Show Hatia Ladiatus in at once, of course. I accept your generous gifts, Hatia Ladiatus. Thank you for the 100 renown. That's a big one. Damn, we're not going to hit it quite before we pass on, too, because it requires 2750. Unless we manage 75 renown somewhere. But that'll take a little over a year. That'll take almost a year the way things are looking. I'm about to start looking through our memories. To remember all the good times. Perhaps I've been a little too pleased with myself as of late. Certainly that seems to be what has pushed Agape into exasperated action. My friend is cornered and confronted me about my complex relationship with Agape. You're being absolutely ridiculous, she states flatly. Clearly irritated by my dreamy post-coital bearing, she reaches out and pokes me in the chest with an outstretched finger. You know nothing good is going to come of this. You're setting yourself up for a fall and you know it. But have you seen her? Option available due to Agape's noted attractiveness. You still don't understand our relationship? I know, you're right. What? Who are you? What? Oh, my guest, best friend, and family friend. I mean, if she's my best friend, I almost want to just recruit her to court. Right? If she's our best friend? Anyway. I know you're right. We stopped being lovers. Yeah. But we're arrogant. But have you seen her? Menkaure, you idiot. It's May. It really is about to be time. Shit. Wow, that was a lot of memories that must have been loading right there. All the way back to 867 AD. This is where it all began. The first thing we ever did was annex the Kenbet of Dar al-Ri. Became the ruler of Kenbet of Dar al-Ri. Annex ended in victory. Became the ruler of the Duchy of Amun-Ra's Refuge. Remember Amun-Ra's Refuge? Yep. I'm not going to read everything. I'm going to skip all the war ones, I think, because we remember all that. Remember Bogirj? True. Bogirj, that's a memory. Forced to view the execution of Bartholomeos by Onamor. True, this man right here was a super interesting character in our past. This was a super interesting character. And these memories are lost to time. He lost it. Oh, his memories are gone. Rip. Okay. And then we did a bunch of war. A ton of war. And then we married Basharo. Was that our first person we married? That was the first person we married, wasn't it? We did. She died at 35. What a shame. There she was, the first wife. She was something. Was accidentally killed by Tenna in a tournament, who then we made sure we murdered. Was murdered by you. Yeah, I do remember that, actually. That's really cool. Oh, I wish I could keep the memory window open while I'm opening these other characters, because these are some really cool memories. Okay, married Basharo. My first child, Pi, a beautiful boy, was born to my wife Basharo in 886 AD. On June 4th, Pi is about to turn 85. What a unit. He's the ruler of the Despotate of Nubia. That makes him one of the oldest characters in the world. Then there's Nefertari, who died way too young, 26. Fatima, who also died too young at 42. Won our first grand tournament in 894. I'm sorry if you don't care about the memories. I'm looking back one last time on Menkaure's memories, man. This is probably my favorite character of all time. I'm looking back at all the characters I've ever played in Crusader Kings 3, and I think this is the guy. I really do. I have not enjoyed a single character more than Menkaure, Pharaoh Menkaure of Greater Egypt. The backstory, the getting the game started, the adventures along the way, the grand tournaments, the random events, his marriages, his children, the world around him, nothing compares. Of all the games I've ever played, no one's compared to Menkaure. I've enjoyed him the most. I really, really enjoyed Ode in our Royal Court playthrough, our first ruler Ode, and in our Royal Court playthrough, I really, really enjoyed Vex. who was an awesome ruler as well, somewhere around midway through the playthrough. And those are probably my two favorite, and then of course we have Menkaure here. And that's probably my top three, with Granicus being probably fourth after those three. Granicus was also very fun in our Greek playthrough. But compared to the Vikings or Menkaure, I think I'd have to put him in fourth. All of a sudden, I'm starting to rank all my past rulers. What am I doing? Sorry, I went off on a tangent there, but yeah, I legitimately say Menkaure is my favorite ruler I've ever played in any time in Crusader Kings 3. And I am going to miss him so much when he's gone. Jet, that kid was a mess. I murdered Amun-Ra at 896, 75 years ago as of June 1st. We're a month away from the 75-year anniversary of murdering Amun-Ra. Oh my god. Incredible. Narmer, the first kid we had that also had pure blood. Again, too soon. My kids died so fast. Jura's still hanging in there. Ka lasted a long time at least. Look at the order of these events. I had sex with Nomarch Niol of Alwa. I then fell in love with Nomarch Niol of Alwa. After marrying her. Oh man, Niol was a great wife too. Also died too soon. Agathe made it the distance. We just had to... We indirectly divorced her when we changed our religion here. This is just now the turn of the century. Look at all these memories we've gone over. And we've barely gotten anywhere. Now we just start murdering people left and right, because we're already a known murderer. Because when we murdered Amun-Ra, it was discovered. Like, it was... People knew that we did it, so we're like, alright, well, if people already know we're a murderer, there's nothing to hide now. Now we're free to just go nuts. Lebna the Good of Damot. I barely remember that friend. I know I have a really bad memory. So that's probably a big part of it, but I don't think we did much with him. My son was born to my wife at Agathe. In the same, like, 16-month period, we had 3 kids from Niol, Agathe, and Bashara. Popping them out right there. Kotia of Showa fatefully drank himself to death. I love it. Was his soulmate. Yeah. That happened before we got married. The instant Menkaure saw he realized that was his soulmate. We didn't choose that, to be honest. I didn't make an effort to make them romance at all. They just instantly fell in love when they saw each other, and I thought that was really cool that Menkaure kinda took it into his own hands there. Was a genius. She was shy, content, and greedy. Menkaure and her were greedy together. And while he was arrogant and diligent, she was shy and content. They were a good pair. They did really well with each other. Died in her sleep. Back to our memories here. I feel like I missed some tournaments. I must have. No, the next one would be 906 because the last one was 896, right? More murder. More murder. Oh my god, we were rapid firing some murder over here. Was born to Okay. I love how I tumbled is worth a memory. This is a huge memory page. I need to copy this to clipboard, maybe? Nah, I'll have the video to always remember it. Defeated Goldun at the Battle of Dara. That's the first one we led, I believe. Where's the... Yeah, here's the second tournament. Was that really the second grand tournament? No way. What's the logo for the grand tournament? That. I won the duel contest in my grand tournament in 904. Yeah. So it was 894. Yep, every tournament we ever took part in, I held my legendary grand tour. That's not the first... That's not the last time we're going to see that. And here it is, in 920, he became the ruler of the Empire of Greater Egypt. So we made the empire over 50 years ago now. It's been over 50 years. Well, I guess 50, because December 920. December 971 hasn't happened yet. So our empire is 50 years old. Basically about half of his life ago, we made it an empire. Won the wrestling contest. This is when we found out how hot Menkaure was remotely in his prime. He was like 67 or something like that. Maybe 57 when this happened. And he was 57, that's what it was. And he was built like an actual Greek god. Held my legendary Grand Tour. Yep, again. More murder, of course. Amun-Ra Sakun. I kind of remember that. Okay, 7 days apart, we had sex and laid with Teddy Sherry. Interesting. Sure. Won the recital contest, because, you know, we win everything. Another battle that we commanded and won. Another battle that we commanded and won. Amun-Ra was slain in battle. Rest in peace, the Stout. Crusader joined us in 940. He's been with... Ha! We took him as hostage 3 decades ago. Yikes. Narmer fell from the window of his bedchamber to his death. I couldn't believe that that one happened. I thought it was really funny, but... Oh, man, remember Cougarg? She had so much potential. And she turned out to be that. She could have had 19 prowess if she had kept her feral trait. They ruined her. They ruined her. Why did they have to make her unferal? Feral was like the best part about her. That was really, really cool when that happened, though. Bedded and seduced on the same day. And then now we're starting to get closer and closer to actual this time. Begun annexation. My son at 10 flatulated himself to death. God dang it, I do that a lot. Friends with my granddaughter, who is now 49. We have a 49-year-old granddaughter. Another legendary Grand Tour, because that's how we do. So much death in the family. More murder, of course. Ramon, born in 29th of December, 957. There's your birthday, Ramon. September 29th, 957. You'll be 13 when we pass away. Beautiful flowers bloomed. Man. Charius drowned, which is crazy. So few of my family just died of old age. So many of them went by other means. It's deadly out here. Yep. Another legendary Grand Tour. Became friends with Ramon. And then... that's basically it. That's where we end. And then we murdered Peneus. Nice. Remember Aref. Our greatest rival in this entire playthrough. Let me see your memories. His only memory is he ended his family's feud with House Terriman. Good. You needed to do that. Didn't you die before that? Oh, the feud ended when he passed away. Love it. Alright. I've been delaying it long enough. Let's let it play out for a bit. Come on, let's forge that crown. Wait, what? Where did this renown come from? Where did that come from? I didn't... What? Okay, sure. Deigning the visit. Gain the bestowing grace modifier for 20 years upon completing a majesty tour. Instilling fear modifier for 20 years upon completing an intimidation tour. Or gain the lordly due modifier for 20 years upon completing a taxation tour. Upon completing any grand tour, reset the cooldown on any of the above modifiers. That's actually not bad. God, I want a legendary animal sighting. That'd be so sick. Man, this tree is not great. I might just go here first. What if we... No, it'd have been too late, because this wouldn't... Yeah, we wouldn't have made this happen, because we already know thyself. Congenital trait to become more common in the dynasty. What are our choices? Comely, quick, hale, fecund. Albino, giant, dwarf, scaly. We could go giant. Ooh, fecund is also really good. Oh no! Do we go fecund or giant? Fecund is probably the better trait. I mean, straight up living for 5 years longer and having kids 5 years longer is kind of crazy. But giant is 6 prowess and a fun trait. Minor health penalty, but nothing serious. Let me know your thoughts, y'all. Fecund or Giant? I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I'm probably leaning Giant, though, because that sounds like it could be really sick. But Giant characters do look a little weird sometimes. Borgu speaks Egyptian. Our language is spreading. No! Oh, I leaned so far back I unplugged my headset. Shit. Ah. How could this be? How could this be? Pharaoh Menkaure, Usurmatra Setapenra Menkaure of Greater Egypt, has passed on at 104 years of age. He died of old age. A charming man, he became famous for his elaborate feasts and grandiose balls. He became famous for a lot more than that. Pharaoh Pi ascends to the throne. Content with his lot, Pi's vassals may ridicule him for his passive nature. Man. Man. Okay, everything went where it was supposed to. Ah. And Pi is gonna die right away. Like, we're not gonna have any time to play as Pi. It's gonna go to Maritides almost instantly. Almost instantaneously. Pharaoh Pi is gonna barely be remembered in the history books, most likely, unless something crazy happens real soon. Man. Died of old age at 104. Founded House Terriman. Founded the faith of Menkaurism. Was the cultural head of the Sunborn at the time of his death and founded it. He was dreaded. He was a legendary figure, a religious icon. Had finished 5 perk trees and had like 11 extra. Fought in 79 wars, 62 offensive, 17 defensive. Damn. Got attacked a lot. Hosted 52 activities, 9 grand rites, 7 feasts, 7 grand tournaments, 6 hot springs visits, damn. 5 hunts, 5 grand weddings, 4 grand tours, 3 visits to the Oracle of Amun, 2 opening of the Nile canals, 1 Nile flood repentance ceremony, 1 ancient stone monument examination, 1 flower viewing, 1 pilgrimage. And 8 activities. Attended 5 grand rites, 2 feasts, and a grand tournament. That is so tough. With the passing of my father, Pharaoh Menkaure, the responsibility to lead the vast empire now falls upon my shoulders. I stand before my vassals, adjust my new crown, that I'll never get the new one because we died too soon, and rearrange my shirt. Oh, the things that I'll accomplish. Pause, obviously. Oh, yes, good, we'll still get the crown, awesome! Mahmud, my master of the horse, asked for a word amidst the tumult of the succession. My lord, before his passing, Pharaoh Menkaure commissioned my work. I was in the middle of forging a crown for him. Other artisans have been working too, and we wish to know whether you will sponsor our efforts. Of course. The work will continue. Interesting. How did Cleopatra end up with the artifacts? What? Excuse you? How do you figure that? It's still the same throne room, isn't it? What? How do you figure... What? Huh? Oh, that's a lot of piety. What happened here? How did we lose so much stuff? That makes no sense to me. I'm gonna be straight with you. That makes no sense. Ooh, faith hostility advantage. That'll work for a little bit. I'm not even gonna put the other one up. Wow, that is actually kinda crazy. We're only a paragon of virtue and illustrious. We're not even close to being the man that Menkaure was. Court Granger's way down. Fashion would do it. Cap it out. I'm so devastated. No! No! She's gonna be stellar. And she'll take over very soon. We're gonna die very soon. What happened? Ebi, go ahead. Sundara Devi? No, Amnoct is... Oh god, she's so much better. I was gonna say he's Terriman, but she's so much better. Where's the lion? Did he pass away too? Oh no! We're losing everybody! Oh, regrouping from this is gonna be devastating. Damn, Peppy, you look sick. Euphemia and Khufu of Sharaf, huh? My son and nephew and my great-granddaughter. Yeah, go ahead. I gladly accept your marriage proposal. Your son Khufu and my daughter and heir Euphemia will be joining holy matrimony. May Amun-Min bless their union. Pie. Man. Well, I mean, we need to take... Yeah, he's got 3 perks unlocked. Like, he's got 17 in learning. We need to take one of these. Go for development growth. Unlock everything. This is going to be a very short tenure for Pi here. Oh, man. Ramon is already in university. Right, correct. We need to repay? Because we died? Are you serious? No shot, right? You're kidding me. You're actually joshing me right now. Oh no, he is still in university. Gotta be. For sure. On a city of wonder. Oh man, it's gonna be cool having him here, but attempt suicide would cost us levels of splendor, yeah. And we can't wander into the desert. So interesting. Can develop the capital, I guess. But these are all options for next time. We are going to be playing as Pi for a very short time before we take over as Meritides. Make us proud, Meritides. Okay. None of the titles require any voting. Let me see succession here. We'll lose Sube, Maran, and Somnath. That's perfect. That means Meritides gets everything that matters. So succession's not going to be a problem. It's just a matter of waiting for Pi to move on, I suppose. What a... Ooh, for incapable and old, he's kind of killing the prowess game. Anyway, it's a very sad day. We're gonna miss Menkaure. He was an absolute legend. Next time, we'll probably see the end of Pi's life as well. And then we'll begin our reign as Meritides. What some may consider the true second pharaoh of the Empire of Greater Egypt. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. If you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. But either way, thank you so much for joining me on this journey, y'all. Thank you so much. This playthrough has been an absolute blast, and I am massively looking forward to seeing what Meritides can do in our near future. I'll see all of you next time.